Welcome back, Helldivers, to your daily Helldivers news updates. Today we've probably got one of the last, and hopefully one of the last videos on the whole Sony stuff that's going on with the game, because yes, we won the first battle we had to take place, but there is still something ongoing which needs to be changed in order to, well, for a lot of our other Helldivers out there. So we're going to be talking about the dev's new announcement. There is some exciting news because it's now being worked on. I can imagine it must be quite frustrating when you're working with a company as big as Sony and you're having to try and get responses to things, but things are happening slowly but surely, and hopefully, you know, as the reviews, which we're going to be checking out, the game is getting into a much better place. Now, if you guys do enjoy today's video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like, and if you wouldn't mind considering subscribing for your daily Helldivers news, that would be amazing. So many of you have been showing so much support recently, so thank you so much for that. But anyway, let's get on with the news, and starting off with the first thing is the reviews. Now, what you'll be able to see on your screen right now is look at the change in that. It shows that if by one mistake from Sony, it can destroy one whole amazing game. But since the change, the reviews have all reviews have now changed to mostly positive, and the recent reviews have still been mixed, but looking like it's nearly going to be there where the game's going to be getting back to positive. But there are still some Helldivers out there that are saying they don't want to change their review until the final Sony issue is put to sleep, and that's what we're going to be talking about now. So there was an announcement from Twinbeard today in the Discord saying, Helldivers, ideally, we would have liked to have some more information before posting an announcement here. However, as questions about the details surrounding account linking keep pouring in, and understandably so, we feel it's better to say something even if it's not too much. Now, you may have seen, guys, that some accounts and some people that are players outside PSN regions can't access the game because of these changes currently, which is absolutely crazy. But Arrowhead are working at it as fast as possible so they can get everyone back to the way it was. So they said, we don't have any updated information about the current account linking yet, particularly of anything related to players outside PSN regions. And to clarify, and per Sony's earlier statement, mandatory account linking will not be going forward. There are still ongoing discussions between parties about the details, and we at Arrowhead acknowledge and respect that it will take some time to sort those out. We therefore kindly ask of you, our cherished community, hardcore Helldivers, and precious players, to try and be as patient as well. As soon as we learn more, we will post an update here. So any other Helldivers that still haven't been able to access the game or outside the PSN regions, they're working hard for you, and they're hoping to bring an announcement and changes to this as soon as possible. I still find it absolutely crazy that Sony would have even thought of putting this thing into the game, which would have stopped so many people from all around the world playing the game. It just shocks me. And what it does show, though, from you know, Sony have made the first change with not going ahead and keeping it optional to link your account, is that the power of the community, like I've said in other videos, is always stronger. Because what's the point in just forcing people into things? It's like, it's literally stopped people from playing their favorite game. It's just crazy. But anyway, the announcement goes on to say, furthermore, while we have your attention, we're approaching 1 million users in here in the Discord, which is crazy. That means that for any topic with a large general interest, there are hundreds, sometimes even thousands of mentions and DMs aimed at us in community managers and moderators during a work day. We can't reply to all of it, but we see a lot. A warm thank you for you for your everlasting support of the game and for believing in us at Arrowhead. Equally important, however, is trying to be respectful of each other and our colleagues as well. The last few days have been challenging for everyone, no matter to whom you're writing or whom you're communicating on or commenting on. Remember that there's a person on the other side. With so many people in here, we're bound to have different opinions, and we all make mistakes and learn from them. That's how it should be in life. When possible, discussions is always a better option than arguing. We've ventured into the storm together, and we've come out of it as one. As always, happy helldiving at everyone. So if you don't really know what this is all going on about, it's because pretty much I saw Baskinator said on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, just saying like, I'm glad that I'm going to stop getting terrible threats from people now. Spitz said that he apologized for many things that he said in the Discord and saying, you know, we're only human in here. And it's because, yeah, I could imagine being a community manager, like, you know, the stuff that are higher up than you can't change, right? And so when they're getting crazy threats in the Discord, you could imagine sometimes you'd want to react in a normal response, you know, and to sort of protect yourself. And I can imagine it's been, yeah, as they said, a very challenging couple of days being able to go through everything. This was Sony's doing, you know, like this was an Arrowhead. Arrowhead can only, the reason this happened is they managed to be able to show to Sony the crazy responses to everyone refunding the game, people giving terrible reviews, seeing how the game's been affected, and because of that, you know, they managed to get the change, and Sony's only going to listen to the community and be able to make changes for Arrowhead when you know, when it's up to them. So the community managers can't do anything about it. And yes, they do have a responsibility for their job to be respectful themselves, and I understand that may not have come towards, some people may have experienced stuff with maybe spits they weren't happy about, but you know, it's been a crazy last week, and hopefully now we've overcome a lot of that. We can look forward to an exciting future. A new patch dropped today. Some people are saying the Eruptor didn't get the buff it was hoping to be. So yeah, there's still going to always be ongoing things in the community that people aren't going to be happy about when new patches go out. But we've made it over the bigger hurdle, which was getting Sony to revert to the last few changes. Anyway, the last bits we're going to be talking about is just a post from Johan saying, we got flowers from a community member as support. The team really needed it. Thank you. And yeah, so I just thought I'd show this in there because a lot of people have been showing Arrowhead some love and support. And if you're in the comments and you don't agree with this, then, you know, I understand that. But you know, because yes, it still comes back to Arrowhead have known about a lot of these things that are going to be going on, but they'll learn as a community. Hopefully they'll get better. I keep going back to the same point every time, that the game launched on February the 8th and it is only May 7th. So they haven't been a big company for a very long time. Helldivers 1 was tiny in comparison to how big the second game is. And they just need to, you know, if a year or two down the line still mistakes are being made, then that's understandable for people to be angry. I've been and worked and covered news in communities and on games that have been in the industry for 8 years and things are still the same. But if Arrow and you know, sometimes like arguments and discussions are deserved, but you know, I'm just saying, let's give Arrowhead a chance. And finally, if you didn't see, apparently the cape has got its name, or it's up to the team now. If you don't know, there's a new accidental cape design coming through to the game from a community member, which is of the negative reviews. And people have been given Arrowhead like ideas for names. And Johan said he liked the names, but it's up to the team now on what they're going to do with the new cape. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and I'll see you guys for hopefully more positive news in my next video.